I sit and think of scenarios in my head. I used to do this a lot when I was little. Do not think you're crazy if you do things like this. Let me just tell you that now. Is a reason why you are the way you are. Is a reason why you think the way you think. Don't make anybody ever feel like say you're crazy. So I used to sit down and have some scenario in my head. I'm watching off show. Somebody done plan for jump out.
Perfect.
Hey guys, it's me. Welcome back to another video. So despite the title, this is not going to be one of those videos where I'm sad or distraught. And that is just simply because my kinda, I guess I can say, in a way, get over it now. And the fact that I held it in for very long, I want you guys to know that it happened simply because it shapes a lot of decisions that I make, and it shapes the way I look at things these days, especially. For all my subscribers from overseas who are following, hi. I want you guys to know, in another video, I'm a patwa go chip in hard because of still, even though I'm not, distraught about the situation anymore, it is something that is still a very touchy topic. So because of that, my dialect I gonna come out more than in my regular videos. Before I begin talking about this, I want you guys to show your girl some love. Hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. Thumbs up this video for me even sharing this, because this is something I wouldn't say very personal, but it's more on the personal side. But what I'm doing this year is I'm trying to open up to you guys more. This is my space, and this is a part of you guys understanding me. So yeah. The main reason why I'm making this video is because of all the shit that's going on now, and I personally feel as though that people are out there going through stuff that you have no idea about, and stuff that they don't talk about and they don't come on the forefront and say certain things. But people are really out there going through real shit, like stuff that the average person really wouldn't be able to handle and stuff like that. I believe there's somebody out there going through something where they need for, them need courage to go through it. And it's best that you're not the only one going through something. It doesn't necessarily have to be something like this, but some type of trauma. Because people are out there in real life, they don't go through trauma every day. Like, people have like all different kinds of situations and stuff that they deal with that people have no other people, like, you don't even know, know none of where I'm going, So I want to bring recognition to the fact that you see people on the internet, don't feel like you know them, don't feel like you know what they're going through. I know a lot of you guys can relate to me, so I felt as though I needed to share this because somebody somewhere is going through some shit right now that they feel as though they can't overcome, but trust me, it will get better. This video is going to be followed up by a lot of truths that I do need to talk about, experiences that I've had after the incident and all of that stuff. And it's just some stuff that I want to shed light on in terms of stuff that's happening that people really just don't have the slightest idea about in all different aspects of just living, I know a lot of my subscribers who are like family to me on here, I know that one year I got pissed off, I know that one year I got upset, but it is what it is. It has happened, it has shaped me, and it passed and gone. So from me over it, like, you guys, it's whatever. I'm really hoping and praying this is the last time I have to talk about this, because I just want to stop talking about it now. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but I'm just going to talk about it. For the record, a lot of stuff will be omitted from my sharing. I won't be sharing a lot like deep details about exactly what happened and stuff like that, for obvious reasons. I'm gonna basically give you guys a rundown of what transpired and stuff like that, but you guys won't be getting spot on all the information, just the basic stuff that you guys need to understand exactly what happened to me. Alright guys, so here goes. It was Friday, July 26th of last year. This happened to me in July of last year. So July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, basically 8 months ago, right? It was a busy day for me. Fridays are my day off. So on Fridays, I normally run all my errands. So I pull up on a plaza where I'm gonna go buy some hair. Go into the store, buy the hair, come back, put the hair in the trunk. And then I went into KFC to buy some food because at the time it was summer. So my family, I had like my little cousin over and stuff. I'm gonna say Friday, but me not go cook, so I say I go buy some KFC, carry on, go get them. Jump going at KFC, boom. Then at KFC till it get dark. Right, this was like after 6 at the time. When I went into KFC, it was after 6 to 7. But in that time, you guys know it don't get dark mad early. It get dark later. So it wasn't dark yet at this time. Like, it never dark. When I came out of KFC though, I kid you not, it was after 7. I went in after 6. I was in there for over an hour. So come back out, I walk towards the car and I realize say a car park beside the car where me did a going now. So may I say, like, whether carry I do right or so. But I didn't think anything of it at the time, just because it was a public space. Other people did it. You understand? Other people were there, standing in little groups, talking here, there, everywhere. As I say, as summer, you know, in a school and them some of this. So a lot of persons were around on the plaza. So walking towards the car, I go around to the passenger side to put in the food. And then as I walking back around to the driver's side, I realize say the door to the car beside me, it opened. Because at first the car looked locked. It looked locked, it looked shut. I realized it weird, because I kind of catch a drift of what did I go happen. So my aim was to get into the car and arm the door so I could have pull out and go about my business. I never reach into the car good. I press the button, disarm the lock, pull the door, and by the time I reach in, the guy on the back reach in and put a knife on my throat like this. And it was two of them. But honestly, like, now making this video, I'm wondering if I really do want to share this shit. Like, I kind of feel some type of way making this video, but I'm putting it out there because people need to know what's happening, and this could have happened to anybody. You get me? Boom. When the one in the back come around and put the knife on my throat, the one here slammed my foot in this right foot here, was slammed in the door about 3 to 4 times. He wanted to pin me down so that I couldn't run away, basically. I mean, even though the one on the back did already have me away, I could have still, if my foot wasn't pinned, I could have still fought my way out of the situation. So him locked the door upon the foot here. I mean, I kid you not, from my ankle down was outside, and the rest of my foot was inside, and the door was almost shut. Don't ask me how. So my foot got slammed real bad. As an end result, my voice starts sound shaky. Guys, don't cringe at this. I promise you, I'm over the situation. It just, like, talking about it now, it's something that I suppressed. So bringing it back up now, you know, kind of annoying, but it's fine. I'm going to proceed. So the part of my foot that was outside now still has like nerve damage from, like, every now and then I kind of feel my last 1, 2, 3, like the outer 3 toes on my right foot, and I can't stand for drastically too long. I still do it, but I will feel like my ankle feel weird whenever I stand for too long and all that stuff. But anyways, I'll get into the injuries long into the story. So the one on the back is like, yo dog, yo, you know, see a lock up our foot in the door, Ray. He didn't care. I'm just still do film thing. When I finally pinned me down and the one outside got to come in, they pushed me over into the seat and eventually pushed me over onto the back, like, yo, go around this. So one was over there guarding me, and then the other one back out the car. He back out the car, carry the car, go down on one part, and started searching through my stuff, asking for money and cards and all kind of thing and Ray. And I was like, yo, I have no money. I have no money for me now, which is so true. I sweat this. I didn't have any money on me at the time. To their disappointment, I never have no funds. Like, that day alone, I spent a decent change pan here alone, because I'm telling you, them damn business for me drastically at that point in time, because I was about to be uber booked. I had a shitload of deposits, which I had to refund, by the way. You know, my summer was gonna be litty. So while they're there asking me all kind of question, you know, where you have, where you this, but them say, yo, man, I have nothing. I had on a rollie. I give him a rollie. Them say, yo, I'm money more. Inside the rollie still, but them tell me say I'm money more and ray, all kind of shit. And I'm just like, yo, man, I have none. He ruffled through my stuff, take out everything out of my bag, all kind of, you know, the madness. They grabbed me after 7. I was with them for 2 hours. When he realized that I not have no money for true, them get them get like some look $1,000 because I was supposed to pay my assistant that day and all kind of thing. So I did have little bit of change for me, but nothing where them I look for. You understand? And while I was in the situation, I say, oh, like, what am I do? Like, I just did keep on asking myself, say, God, what am I do? What did I do? What did I do to deserve this? Like, that's all I was just there saying to myself. And at some point, I remember it coming out loud, but I was still, it's so weird. I was still very calm at the time when it was happening. Like, I just did it. Like, whatever them stuff to do, I just do it. Yo, give me this. You have the pin for this, Ray. I just do it because I find, and I knew this all along, I'm just glad me no boomy and jumpy, because they would have killed me. Like, they literally would have killed me. From the start to the ending of the situation, I was just very calm about everything. When he realized I didn't have any money, him take my phone. Well, them been take my phone, but him say, yo, pull your phone. I pull my phone and I go in there. He went into my WhatsApp, messaging all the males in my chat, pretending to be me, asking for money. But everybody know NaturallyMsToya. Everybody know me. So everybody start calling me now, like, yo, what where you mean? And like, they send a text, me don't reply them, I call right away, because right away I think some of them like realized, yo, this isn't she not ask people for shit, and she don't know me like that, moreover, you know, so why should I ask? So they started calling me. I was distraught. So at the time I say, yo, he might give me the phone for answer them. I'm like, look, don't remember answer nothing, because if my answer, them are gonna know what I want. I'm gonna know if I explain all of this right now. Just go and play, somebody will get. So like I kept saying that, I say, yo, somebody will get some money in the night. They sat there in the meantime, just talking a lot of shit. He looked down and said my KFC on the ground. I'm just by. He was like, yo, you have food too? And started me out my KFC. It was a petty situation. Like, it was just very, very petty. Them that they are full for them face. Them even offer me to drink some of the juice, and I said, I don't want a juice, and they said, look, drink it. It was two of them. One of them was just, him never really wanted to eat, and the other one on the front was just all feet, like, I don't care about she right now. So he was there on my phone, texting people, replying to people, trying to convince them, you know, we need the money, Ray, I can't talk right now, all kind of foolishness. Then no, them never really did go nowhere with that, because it did take a while. So he kept going down. Then they got to the chat with Marla's dad, and they were like, you know, who this? Someone tell them text him. Long story short, he offered to give them some money, thinking it was me still, because nobody never pick up, like, really concrete that it wasn't me. And what happened was, baby daddy called, he let me talk to him. That was what was supposed to be somewhat of a convincing kind of scenario. So I'm say, all right, fine, come for the money, bro. Them say, where him live? I tell them. On the way there, I remembered that there was a police station, Zin. So I said, alright. I already had decided that if them once them move the car, I'm gonna jump out of this shit. Like, I sit and think of scenarios in my head. I used to do this a lot when I was little. Do not think you're crazy if you do things like this. Believe me, it's a reason why you are the way you are. Let me just tell you that now. It's a reason why you are the way you are. It's a reason why you think the way you think. Don't make anybody ever feel like say you're crazy, because I have a very active imagination, and because of that I can write very well, and I'm creative by nature. So I used to sit down and have some scenario in my head. I'm watching enough show. Somebody done plan for jump out. So the only thing was for wait upon the right time to just get the hell out of the car. At this time, still up on the back. The one guy I govern the vehicle, he might drive it, and the other guy I govern me. Sorry guys, the AC on. The AC is on, so it kind of freak up my voice. So when we almost got near to the police station, I don't know what inspired this youth to tell myself to come on the front, and I am glad he did. Either way, me that go jump out, but I'm really glad he decided to say, hey, come on the front. I don't know why. So I say, alright, cool, because at this point then I have to jump out into oncoming traffic, so me never have no problem. He say, come over. I say, boom bam. I go over and I sit down beside him. He say, fix the ear. I pull back my locks, because at the time I had in like the gypsy locks. That's what I had in, so you know them thick on them. He say, pull back your ear. So his plan was, we're gonna pull up at the house, we're gonna take the money through the window, and then we're gonna drive off. That was his plan. So I was like, that not gonna fly still, but alright, cool. Anyways, when we were almost at the police station, I looked at the meter. It was going about 85, between 85 and 87 at the time. And I was like, girl, this is it. And I just pulled the door and I just jumped out. I rolled for probably about 30. Not like, I'm not gonna exaggerate. I rolled for about 20 seconds. About 20 seconds worth of rolling good. Because the car wasn't going that slow. And the asphalt, it was asphalt. So it's not like it was dirt. If it was dirt, I would have rolled that much, but I rolled. And I roll. And when I did it, I said to myself, say, like, I'm not gonna stop roll. Like, me I wonder, like, I'm not gonna stop roll, God. I just go this day, I roll, I go away, so. So, I was really irritated. At that point, I said, alright, God, me jump out now. But just I roll, I go away. I know for a fact that if I had passed the point, if them they get for go with me, them would have killed me. I know that for a fact. So, I had to make a decision. After I done roll, I jump up quick and I ran into the station yard. I will omit a lot of things that happened at that point in time for the protection of law enforcement and them little reputation with them have, if any. I'm gonna just leave that right there. So I jumped out. I ran into the station yard, knocked on the door, finally get somebody to let me in. And from that point, you guys know, do what they do. And you know, they took my information and I made a call. I made several calls at the time, you know, to make people know what happened and so that somebody could come pick me up and take me to the hospital. At the hospital, I got there at like, I don't know, about after 10 after 11, and I was there till about like 3 in the morning. Yeah, so I was there for a little minute. I'm gonna reach home little after 3, something like that. When I jumped out and got into the police station, the first instinct I felt was just anger at the fact that I had lost so much at that point in time. But I should have been grateful for the fact that I was still alive. But believe me, in the situation, yeah, I think about the fact I'm a phone me, I'm like, oh, if I did ever have this or if I did ever have that. The whole thing was just so crazy. At the time when it happened, I was just feeling like, I wish me did do this, or I wish me did have this, or if me did do this. Them couldn't pick a better day. My guard was down at that point in time. And me as a girl will always drive and watch my mirror. You understand, there's certain things that I always do because my dad, him grew up me that way there. Because I'm in the military. Well, he was in the military. So, me naturally have them kind of intuitive instincts there. I'm always a pre my surroundings. Because me is very observant. So, I was even asked, like, how the hell this befall you of all people? And them just couldn't pick a better day. I was very busy. Mentally. I had a lot to deal with. I was doing a lot. When I got to the hospital, their first reaction was they thought I had fell off a bike. That's what they thought. And I was like, oh no, you know, I just jumped out of a car. They were like, what? And I was in the room getting my wounds dressed and stuff like that, and then they crack joke with the people them, and it was just, I don't know if it was trauma at the time, but I was just feeling so goddamn calm. But from there, you know, I just made an official report and stuff like that. I lost my, but it just buy a brand new S8 Plus. I think it's a S8 or S8 Plus. Maybe just buy. I mean, just buy. Like, my phone never reached. I don't think it did reach 2 weeks. Good. Not. So I barely get to use my phone. Them gone with that. I didn't have a big old garbage bag with hair. What I didn't have a too long buy from Cherries. Them gone with that too. They stole my father's toolkit. They stole, and the other, like the rest of the money what I have, and them eat off all of my KFC. They ate it all, everything. So the police them did do the local DNA swab and all that stuff and all that, whatever. I want you guys to know that at the time when this happened, Lyric, mother, Lyric Chester, me and her did in a dialogue, and she was like, Toya, no, Toya, like, you have to use your voice, Toya, you have to come on your channel, Toya, and talk about this when people know what going in the country way. I was offered to do a TVJ interview to talk about this, and I was just like, I don't know, I think at the time I was really traumatized about the situation. Somebody just want to leave it alone. Guys, I rub off 3 sections on my back. It was white from like road rash. The asphalt rub off that. I had 2 holes in my ankle I think a stone dig it out in the process of me rolling. All I could see was flesh down there, and I will be inserting clips, so if you're squeamish, sorry. I will be inserting clips so you guys can see what it looked like. For nights I could not sleep because I physically couldn't sleep. I couldn't lay down on my back, I couldn't lay down on my side. It would hurt either way I try to turn. So for majority of the nights I used to sit up and just cry, out of anger, not out of me being sorry for what happened to me or whatever, because anybody know me in real life knows I'm strong as shit. I'm strong bad. So it wasn't even that. I was just very angry about the situation. I was angry about how people who could have made the situation better didn't do anything. And it was just a whole vibe where it just pissed me off, really and truly, if I'm being honest. But yeah, it was a sad experience. And now when it touch a Friday, I feel really, really sad. I feel sad for say at some point in time something like this is happening to somebody somewhere else. You know how many girls go missing and never get found? You know how many girls get them bodies dumped somewhere and them family never get them for bury them and all them kind of something there? And I thought about the fact that that could have been me. At the time when it happened, I was like, yo, I can't go out like a punk. I can't go out. So I'm say, yo, if I dirt right now. And for like that instance there, I thought about Marla, and I said, no, my pitney now go grow up without a mother. You're crazy. I'm out. And anything that I could have done in the situation to help myself come out, I would have done. So anything happen, don't go out without a fight. Whether this be something that you want in life or a situation where you fight for try and make better for yourself, don't go out like a punk. Like, fight for whatever you believe in. Fight for keep yours. Because at the end of the day, everybody do what they need to do for them. Make sure you're doing what you need to do for yourself. And this is going to be the beginning of an era of videos that I'm just going to, I don't really know what will come out of it. I don't really know what the outcome is going to be exactly, but I know that I had to share this at this point in time. Something that I really do think about a lot is the Jasmine Dean situation, and it touched me differently just because she's still missing. She's still missing and nobody knows exactly where she is. And it's like the girl situation, just like it just take time to get covered up. I know COVID-19 is, but people are going through real things in life at this point in time. COVID-19 is a real thing, but it just come about and it's like it just take over everybody's mind. Nobody realizes that life is still happening. People still go through things. People are still depressed. People are still anxious. People are still suffering from panic attacks. People still, you understand, there's a lot that's going on up here. I personally feel as though we should try as a people to be there for each other more and fight for stuff that we believe in together. I'm going on a tangent to like a different topic right now, and I really don't want to do that. I think I really want to make a separate video about the Jasmine Dean situation, because it could literally be anybody. It could be your cousin, your sister, it could be your mother. You get what I'm saying? As for the injuries, as I said, I had road rash. I don't even know how long it did take for heal. If you're going through something like this, or if you've gone through something and you feel as though you can't get over the situation, because it took me a long time to this, I don't take taxi for fun, if at all. Since this happened, I don't take taxi. The car that was parked beside the car was a public passenger vehicle. That's one thing I want to put out there, so you know what I talk about. It's a taxi. It's a taxi. The guy them come for me in a one taxi. Turn on by the AC. And that's one of the things I want you guys to know. Don't ever let your guard down. This is the motivational part of this video and the whole point of this video, because some things that the women just want to say to you, as female especially. Men can defend themselves easier and them can try a thing and they're less targeted because they're males. So it's not like, brother, it's not like they're a target out there as much as we are. As a female, make sure you have a little pepper spray. Make sure you have a little thing somewhere for protect yourself. Don't depend on, I don't want to touch that topic then, I swear it's something totally different and I want that to be a separate video. Don't depend on anybody to protect you but yourself. And that is the era that we're living in. Because when that happened to me, people were around in the sight that they could see. But when people are in public, everybody mind their own business. Everybody minds their own business until them nothing mind their business. So other people were there. It wasn't like it was a, you know, the only thing was that it was night. That was the only thing. But I was in the sights of where people could see me. The world that we're living in is not the same as it was one time. You can't trust nobody. Don't trust nobody with your safety. Don't trust nobody with your livelihood. Don't trust anybody with protecting you. You have to, that job is really your job as a person. You have to protect yourself and you have to just depend on you. Please, if you're out there going day to day, going about, make sure that somebody know where you're going there at all times. If you see something sketchy and it looks sketchy, these days you can't say, oh, maybe nothing wrong now. You got to think the worst at this point in time. One of the things that I really hate seeing, and it just really make me just want bad my belly and ball. Females, when you're in public, please, me I beg you to do, stop talking on the phone. Stop scroll through social media when you're on the road. I don't know if in another country, but when you live in Jamaica, this is going to be a separate video now for true. No, I know I keep on and say this, but the more I talk about this, the more I get heated because it's something that I really hate to see. So you know what? That part of it I'm going to save for another video. And if anything, I will link it down in the description and probably call it part 2 or something like that. But it's going to be a video strictly giving you advice. And because I've been through some things separate and apart from this, so I can tell I can tell a couple of things based on experience. This is just basically a video to share my story so that you guys can know what I went through. And I want to say, if you're going through something similar, if you've been through something, like, everything I got good, my G. Like, everything is gonna be fine. The pain won't last forever, and it was so painful, I can tell you that. Like, physically and emotionally, mentally, it was a painful experience. I think what was more painful for me was the fact that I think I was out for about 2 months. It was supposed to be 2 months, but me never wait. I was on my sick foot working. Like, I don't know if my clients who came at that time realized that I was ill or that I was, you know, impeded at the time. I don't know. I don't think none of them never see them. Probably see the scar or see the foot wrap up, but them don't really know exactly what happened. So yeah, I got kidnapped and I jumped out of the car to save my life. I'm not sad anymore, guys. It's not something that's hanging over my head no more. When they say me can't talk about this and smile, like, I'm fine. At the time when it happened, the persons are like, you know, Toya, like, I think you need to talk to somebody, or, you know, I didn't do that. I'm a lone wolf. I go through my thing them alone. For my friends, my few friends that I talk to, like, deeply about my problems or anything like that, if you know anything personal about me, is a few friggin' people. If you've been there for me and supported me through a time like that, I really appreciate you. I know I'm not telling you often enough because I'm always busy, and it take me like a couple business days to reply to messages and stuff like that, but just know that I love y'all. And the thing about me, I'm so in tune with my emotions and I'm so forthcoming with how I feel that whenever people just know, yeah, this is Toya or this is not Toya. There is no in between, no little blurred lines when it comes on to me. You either get the extreme of one thing or the extreme of the other thing. There is no in between. That's why I don't know how to pretend. So yeah, that's just me. A lot of you guys have become like an extended family to me, and I really appreciate you. If you have checked in on me when you send me a post or anything like that, I really appreciate you guys. This isn't just me coming on here and making videos and just because. I do this because I love this, and the feedback that I always get from you guys, I always appreciate it. I love it. Like, I love when you interact with me. I may not reply to every single comment like right after it come, but sometimes weeks, months down the line, may I reply. I see every single one of them, but I have 2 Instagrams that I manage, the channel, the Facebooks that I hardly end up posting on because I work from like 9 to 6 every day except Friday. You get what I say? But it's just rough. Like, it's rough. What we're going through out here is rough, and you just have to have your head on your body. That is my story. That's my story. That's what happened. I hope you've learned something. I hope you get to take away something from this that you can add or use as an experience in your own life. Drop me a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. If you've had any kind of similar experience, you can share it down in the comments. We can have a chat. I really want to know, you know, what's going on with you guys, and you know what you guys think about what happened, and you know, let's just share down in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.